Hello. Um, I'm in Hawaii right now, and I'm about to do the astrology video for August. Um, and it's funny because usually I do this in the beginning of the month when the month starts, but I'm gonna do this one when the month ends because I just was late and I decided that I was lazy to do it, so I did it. I thought that I was too lazy, so I decided that I would, let's say, kind of like boil the content down to, let's say, the most important parts of the month, the most important astrological events, rather than the ones that don't matter. Well, do matter, but I don't understand necessarily how it applies to the month all the time because they're really intricate, and so I have to study um, that astrological event more. So I just boiled it down to the most major ones for August. For August, I think for July was transformation. July 20th particularly, I moved to Hawaii, and in August 20th, I'm moving back to Seattle. I was living there for a month in a hostel type environment, and I thought that I moving back to Seattle because I feel like home is where stability at, and there's like a lot of benefit in being in Hawaii. Like the hostel we live in is cheap. It's really beautiful to wake up here because it's like waking up when you're camping. The biorhythm, you wake up to your own biorhythm, and it's really nice. It was nice making a lot of friendships here where I could connect with people on a spiritual level, on a deeper level. It's nice to eat out here. The thing about here is eating here or doing things here is expensive. I was trying to find a job, but I don't want to go through the process of finding a job here and living here. So I'm going to go back to Seattle because it's more beneficial to be there. I can receive some help there, and it's just more familiar there. So yeah, and also I can work out there. And it's just more simple. It's just more convenient there to be there. And so if I move to Hilo, Hawaii, move in a different way than the way that I am right now. So the theme for July was exploration. The theme for July was transformation. The theme for August, at first I said the word rejuvenation, then I said exploration. I think exploration is a good word for August because we have to explore the island. The theme for September, or my predicted theme, is going to be clear vision because I'm going to be in Seattle trying to find a job and stuff like that. So let me give the gifts for the astrology for August. I'm late doing this astrology, so yeah. Pardon me, I just wanted to make it so that I have more, let's say, the more important one, so that I can talk about the more important astrological things going on, so that I could, let's say, have an easier time explaining things. So Saturn, Aries, and Neptune's Aries, as usual. They're squaring Venus, Cancer. The way that I see Saturn, Aries is that there's going to be action that you're going to be taking place, but there's going to be consequences and responsibility for those actions. So you have to be careful about the specific actions that you're taking, because there's going to be responsibility. And it's ironic because there is responsibility that I have to take regarding the action that I took right now, which is regarding Saturn in Aries, regarding moving to Hawaii, that there's consequences that regarding moving here, or let's say there's financial consequences regarding staying here for, let's say, a month and moving back and buying extra plane tickets. There's going to be consequences for that. Neptune in Aries. So Neptune's about dreams, desires, illusions. So that means that you'll be taking actions regarding what these we have in terms of dreams, illusions, and desires. Basically, my dream my dream that I have for a long time was to move to Hawaii. And I guess this Neptune was was activated because of the Aries. So this taking action, so I'm taking action because of this Neptune Aries. So I'm taking action because of this Neptune Aries. So that means whatever you have in your dreams, you'll take action on those dreams. These apparently square Venus and Cancer, and Cancer is about home life, emotions, sensitivities, private emotions. Also, what's called Venus is about love, romance, and emotion. So your love and romance, emotional part of your life is gonna be about taking care of home life and doing things in the home level. So that's kind of makes sense how my friendships part of life right now is about taking care of home life, because we're taking care of a hostel. The hostels are a tiny home in Hawaii, kind of like a hostile environment, and so and it makes sense that I'm taking care of it, and it has to do with love and relationship part of life. August 6th, Mars enters Libra, so Libra is about unification, harmony, justice, and Mars is about taking action. So you're going to take action regarding things that will bring more harmony, justice, unification. I guess in a way, what I'm taking action about has to do with the justice part of life, where it's more justice to be Seattle. Mars enters Libra, opposite Neptune Aries, I guess. Well, I was about to not report on this sign, I guess, but I'm just reporting on it. It's opposite of Neptune Aries because Neptune is about dreams, illusions, desires, and Aries is about taking action. So this goes in opposite of Mars enters Libra, which is about unifying, unification, justice, and taking action. August 9th, Aquarius full moon. Aquarius is about the full potential they have. Ideas, human potential, so you're going to focus on that, on the energy of that full moon. You're going to capitalize on the energy as much as you can in terms of human potentials, ideas, innovation, stuff like that. Mercury direct in Leo, August 11th, meaning that Mercury retrograde has ended, so the communication, I didn't even notice the Mercury retrograde because of the fact that I kind of ignore it in a way, but I know that it exists. And Mercury retrograde is about failure and communication regarding an electronic device or anything that causes communication, like electronic devices, texting, power, like power outages, let's say anything regarding communication or communicating from one place to another will cause failure during the retrograde. So Mercury direct in Leo. So Leo is about enhancing, illuminating, adventure, hobby, and because of the Mercury is direct in that, so the communication part of life will be, let's say, back to normal because of this Mercury direct, and it's a Leo, which is about illuminating, enhancing, maybe part of the adventure part of life, which the risk type part of life. And I can see because of this Leo full moon how it's relevant to my life, where I have this adventure part of life, or this illumination, this risk part of life, or this illuminating part of life, really active right now because of this Leo sun. But I think I'll do the same thing again because it's huge financial risk. I'll do it differently next time. facing Cancer, conjunction Jupiter, Cancer. Cancer is about home life, Jupiter is about worldly things. So my Jupiter became a Cancer in July, which means that I'll be changing home life, which is basically what happens. I change the worldly part of home life, which is part of his change the living locations. So I change that part of life. Because I change my living locations, and now Jupiter Cancer is conjunction with Venus in Cancer, which means that the love and romance part of your life regarding the emotions, its sensitivities, and private emotions is gonna come in conjunction with the worldly part of life, which is about locations and living location, and yeah, that's gonna come together. Let me get some water real quick. Sorry. Sorry about that. Moon, August 15, Moon Aries conjunction, Saturn Aries, the emotional instinct to take action with the Moon is going to be conjunction with the taking action, Saturn Aries. And I guess that has to do with the fight, or the fight that's like take action with about preparing to take a bad day, which is some part of taking action. Let's see. August 16, Moon Gemini conjunction, Venus in Gemini. Interesting that it says Venus in Gemini. I'll find out later because Venus is actually in Cancer, not in Gemini. That's interesting. August 18th, Mercury Libra conjunction, Mars in Libra. Mercury is about communication. Libra is about justice and unity, which means that your communication part of life and intellectualization part of life is going to be regarding creating more justice and unity in life. Which will go in conjunction with Mars in Libra, so the justice and unity part of your life, you're going to take action on things that will harmonize, create more justice, and create more unity in life. Moon Libra, Moon Leo, August 21st, Moon Leo conjunction Mercury Leo means that your Leo's essential desire for illuminating and expanding things, which will be in conjunction with Mercury Leo, which is communication around illumination. What's Mercury Libra? This is interesting because this is that Mercury in Leo, no Libra, but this is confusing because they say that Mercury is actually in Leo, not Libra, which is interesting because on one hand that says I say Mercury Libra, but on the other hand it says Mercury Leo. I'm thinking Mercury is probably Leo, so the communication, well, it makes sense because communication, I'll look into that, but the communication part of life and the intellectualization part of life is going to be around adventure and hobbying and illuminating things and stuff like that, so which is Leo. So so that would make more sense that Mercury's in Leo and not Libra. Or Mars Aries and Libra is Libra. On its way to Sun enters Virgo, so your desire, your personality, all of you who you are, or not all of you, but a lot of who you are, is going to be about wanting to do things on a practical, day-to-day, routine level. That actually has everything to do with my life, where I want to do things more on the practical, routine, day-to-day level, where I want to do more routine, more practicality. With the Virgo, which is about taking care of routine, day-to-day oriented action. Um, 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 I was going through Virgo new moon, meaning that you're gonna, the new moon, this today, or this month I heard is a black moon. So black moon is about trying to and this is ironic because it's right before the Aquarius. Black moon is about transmutating the shadow side and transmuting negative emotion, or transmuting the shadow side, and that's all about has to do with revelations as well, where so things be revealed, also transmutating the shadow aspect of your personality. Venus, and it's Virgo. It's a Virgo, which means it's about you wanting to take your routine, practical details, practically oriented tasks, and stuff like that. August 25th, and Venus enters Leo, which is ironic. Libra, Venus. Venus was Cancer, Venus enters Leo, so now Venus, or love and romance, part of your life is going to be about adventuring, hobbying, which is Venus, and that's going to be in end of August, interestingly enough. Your love and romance can be about hobbies, adventure, illuminating things, doing things on the edge, kind of like adventuring, taking risks, stuff like that, because Leo is about illumination. August 27th is Leo, opposite Pluto Aquarius, which maybe this adventure part of life, which is about what has to do with love and romance, is going to be in contradiction probably with Pluto and Aquarius, which is about rebirth and transformation regarding human ideas and human potential. So yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah. So my predicted theme for September is about clear vision, because I'm going to have a clear vision around what I'm going to do on a practical day-to-day level.